Okay. Okay, so those are some of the bad posture we have. Yes. Another one is projecting instead of expecting. Projecting. You are projecting objections instead of expecting. You are supposed to expect objection. Don't project. What do I mean by this? Don't go and maybe you see somebody, your uncle that has money, at least he has more car, you feel that he has money, and then you now start telling him, uncle, I know that you don't have time. You don't have time, but who told you he does not have time? Don't be projecting objections. In short, I prospected somebody recently. In short, even before the person came, the person was complaining she does not have money. You see, this one, the work is not paying her, I said, okay, don't worry, I'm going to show you something that is going to help you to succeed. And you know one thing? I scheduled her and she came and she listened to everything. And after listening, I brought her the interest from her. I told her, okay, which one are you starting with? Mastermind or global leader or emerging leader? I refused to tell her, okay, I know that you don't have money. You've been telling me you don't have money, so I don't project, rather expect. I was expecting her to tell me I don't have money. Even when she tells me, I will not even believe her, because what I am giving her it's an opportunity that will help her to get money tomorrow. So if I know I care about her, then I should be able to make her connect. And even though it's to go and borrow money, let her borrow money and do it. So don't be projecting. Don't be projecting. Sometimes we are the one that kills ourselves. We tell you, I know everybody now is going to farm now. To be who tell you everybody is going to farm? We see how some people are not going to farm. Some people who went to farm and they are not working. Why some people they are also in different parties, in wedding and everything. Some people travel, some people are enjoying themselves somewhere. So it's not everybody that went to farm. I know if you don't have money now because you are going to farm, and then don't project. Just expect. In short, in your mind, please kill every atom of projection. Not even when you say it. There's a time, it happens sometimes when you are presenting, you discover that you just maybe see somebody, the way you see the person appear, in your mind, you might be saying, this one that nobody came. What other person seated there? So the person is not somebody, because you are seeing the person as if this person cannot even pay any money. So it's not person. You are waiting for someone that will come and park one Jeep outside that will have big tummy. Then you now say, yes, I have somebody, this one will close down. It will shock you that after presentation, that person will not even have money to pay. That person that has big tummy. So what you need to do is don't even, just expect. But don't be saying, I know this person in your mind. I said, today presentation is bad already. It will be bad for you. So don't project, but rather expect objections. Okay, I hope we are able to get that. Okay, continue on the posture. Some of us, we promote self. Let's stop promoting self. What do I mean? You are presenting, you are just promoting yourself. You're just telling the world, I am, you see, I am in short, in this business, by God's grace, I'm now a multi-millionaire. I have not made money. You see, in short, the work I was doing before, there was no money, but now I'm making a lot of money in this business. And the person looks at you and weigh all the whole clothes you are putting on. All the whole clothes. Both your shoe and everything, all of them is not even worth 5,000. And you are saying millionaire. The person will not sign up. I've seen cases where somebody come and tell me, see this person. Person is if I went there, I saw the presentation, I liked it very well. But the person that was presenting, when I looked at him, if you even see the kind of shoe he was wearing, the kind of belt he was putting on, and he's telling me millionaire. So don't promote self. Most of the time I make this statement, I said, I am not where I want to be yet in the business, I am not the mastermind, but by God's grace, in this business, it has changed my life. It has helped me to be able to do one or two things. At least now I am not looking for money to eat food. Okay? At least I've been able to, at least now I've been able to detach myself. If you promote yourself, you are not the, can you pay somebody, at least let me say 10,000 every month for 1 year? Can you see why somebody will not register? Because the person is not feeling as if you are just being proud. So if I connect now, how will you be paying me? Remove yourself from the picture. Promote our product. Promote the company. Okay? So you need to have a very good posture. And you know what? In the whole posture I just mentioned, your look is very, very important. Your look, the way you look, is very, very important. What do I mean by the way you look? You need to look sharp. You need to dress fine. You need to put your best clothes. Do you know one thing? In my early days of presentation, I have some clothes I always wear. I have those clothes. I think about 2 of them. I wear them almost at interval. Anytime I know I have presentation, I must wear that clothes because I know that is my best clothes. At least when somebody sees it, the person will be able to say, yes, it's like this one too is testing that million. It's like, it's true. This person has changed. I want to be like this person. Let me just connect because I really want to be like this person. But sometimes you discover that we just dress anyhow. We think it does not matter. Okay. It really matters. But look at this scenario. Imagine you dress, maybe I'm dressed like this, or I'm dressed in all white, and then I just have one small stain of oil here on my clothes. If you have that kind of stain, will you be, tell me very well, you can go to the chat handle and then tell me, will you be, in short, when you go out, how do you feel? Do you feel very okay, or you feel somehow? Just go to the chat handle and tell me, how do you feel? Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Even when nobody is seeing you. Even when nobody is seeing you. Even when nobody even saw the stain on your clothes, you still feel as if everybody is seeing it. There are places you will not even want to enter again. Just because, and see one thing, you might have that oil stain, but if you do not know, it will not shake you. You will still be enter anywhere, play anyhow. But once somebody takes it, tells you, see this, see oil on your clothes. In short, the next thing you are preparing to go back home. Not to talk of if you are not dressed well. So please, in short, if in this presenter school, it's like Miss Comfort, you need to talk about dressing. Some persons, yes, we know in this business, we have, how will I call it? In this business, you will learn. Most of us today, we have learned a lot, not just about the money we are making, but at least our life has been shaped by what we see in the company. Because we have, normally, some persons they are not used to wearing any good clothes. It's not I don't have the money, they have the money. The only time you see them with good clothes is when they are going to weddings or when they are going for end of the year party. But aside those days, you just see them with one t-shirt, with one trouser. You can be very sure to see when you see that kind of person on the road, you say, this person, is that not Mr. Philip? He's the one going now. That is his clothes now. But once you are in this business, those posture needs to change. If you dress very fine, you discover that you feel at the top. Even when you are talking, you talk with confidence. When somebody is telling you that you don't have money, he does not have money, you can tell the person, don't worry, when I work with you, by God's grace, in the next 1 year, 2 years, all this your story, I don't have money, we end. And the person looks at you, and the way you are dressed fine, the person knows that, yes, this person is true. This person can help me. But when you are not dressed fine, it's a problem. Sometimes you will not know what you did. You presented very well, everything, but to close down because of your posture, the way you dress, killed everything. Okay? So please, it's like in this presenter school, you still talk about dressing. You talk about the kind of clothes you must wear. You cannot wear a complete suit, shirt and trousers, and put on canvas. It's a very odd dressing. You cannot put on we have some kind of put some natives, and then you now carry chain and everything, chain everywhere. It's a very bad posture. Okay, so we need to know how to dress fine and stop promoting yourself. Rather, promote the company and promote the product. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. Okay, can you still hear me? Sorry, we have just network glitch. If you can still hear me, please go to the chat handle and type here. Just type here. Let me confirm you can hear me. Okay, if you can hear me, please just type here. Let me confirm you can hear me. H-E-A-R. H-E-A-R. If you can hear me, just go to the chat handle and type here. Okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. So we are still on posture. Can you see how important posture is? When you have a very good posture, that's why I have to waste some time here. When you have a very good posture, you discover that you have a very good close down. Okay, so Ms. Comfort has said that she was talking about it earlier. Okay, about the dressing. So you talk more, and if it's possible, to even take some people to a very good tailor, please do that. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. Even your posture, sometimes I've seen a scenario where somebody about to present is bought a sugarcane and was just chewing it. And when you tell that person, why are you chewing sugarcane in front of people, like, you say, oh, I'm hungry now. Please prepare yourself very well. If not, you are going to frustrate everything. Okay, so let's move on. So you have to ask questions when you have good posture. Ask questions. Ask questions to be clear once you are listening to them. So sometimes we have some kind of wrong questions we ask that makes people not to sign up. Yet question like, what do you think? That's a very wrong question. Yeah, Kageni. It's a very wrong question. What do you think? How will you tell somebody what do you think? What do you expect him to say? You start thinking, what I'm thinking is, are you sure this is not 419? Are you sure it's not those kind of people that used to come and collect people's money and run away? You don't ask people this kind of questions. What are the questions you need to ask persons? Okay, you need to ask persons. You tell them, these are some good questions. You tell them, did it make sense to you? Definitely they will tell you yes. Did it make sense to you? What did you like best about what you just saw? What did you like best about what you just saw? You need to ask this question. Anyone you can ask. I prefer this one. What did you like best about what you just saw? Definitely the person is going to tell you, you see, I like the product, I like the product, I like the product very well. And do you know what? These questions will help you to know where to start from. This question. Now that he's not talk about product, you cannot build on the product. If it's me, I cannot say, okay, it's true. This product has really helped many persons. You should have somebody like this, you relate, give story. I have somebody like this that has joined the business, and he never knew that the product, he was enjoying the business because of money, but when his product was given to him, he used the product, and before you know, somebody that has ulcer that it takes him almost 1 week, anytime the ulcer starts disturbing him. But after taking the C247, everything disappeared. So we have many persons that join the business because of product. But you are not building. So you can ask the person, pretty exciting, isn't it? You know the how will I put this in Hausa? You know the Kyoko? Yes, pretty exciting, isn't it? Can you see how this could be an opportunity for you? You can ask people this question. Can you see how this opportunity can be an opportunity for you to be able to help your people in your village? Imagine you are talking to a traditional ruler, a chief that has his people in mind. You tell the person, can you see how this could be an opportunity for you to help your people? His mind will go down. So once you ask this question, listen to their reply. And when you listen to their reply, then you now ask them this final question. You tell them, let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, from 1 to 10, 1 meaning you don't have any interest at all. 10 means you are ready to get started right now. Where are you? You hear some persons will tell you 10, some people tell you 3, some people tell you 2. But you know what? Even though the person choose 0, you still have a way to go through. Okay? Even though the person chooses 1, you see, you show you can still close the person down. That means the person shows that he's interested. And interested 1%, or not even 1%, 1 over 100, 1 over 10. It shows that he's interested. Okay, so you can build on that. Okay, I hope we are learning. I hope we are learning. Okay, yes. So what did you like best? Did it make sense to you? Pretty exciting, isn't it? Can you see how this could be an opportunity for you? So these are different questions. These are good questions you can ask. Don't ask questions like, what did you think? The person can think anything. Okay, so let's go down to practical now. Steps to close down a group. Okay, we're going to do a short exercise now. Let me watch you. Let me watch you. I want everybody just turn to your neighbor and look straight to the eyes of your neighbor for just 1 minute. Turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor and just look straight to the eyes of that your neighbor for just a minute. Let me see you people here. Okay, are we doing it at all? It's like, okay. Okay, so what did you notice? What did you notice? Is there audio? Miss Comfort, is there audio? Okay, I want somebody to reply. Yes, I can hear you. So what did you, those people that look, when you look into somebody's eye, okay, that's Mr. Abrazak, right? Okay, Mr. The man from local. Okay. Okay, so when you look at somebody's eyes, straight into the person's eye, what do you feel? What happened?
I feel like what I want to communicate to him, he himself also to see what I'm.
So the person eye you looked into, who dropped his eye first? Is it you or the person? When you look at, okay, maybe let's do it again. Let's do it again. Just for 1 minute. 1, 2, go, everybody. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so who else will talk again? Who else will tell me what you feel? What you felt, I mean.
This morning. So when I'm looking into guys, I brought the attention.
I did not hear you clearly. I don't even know who I'm speaking with yet. Maybe you face
When
the
I
camera, let me
yes,
see.
this morning, you put your foot.
Is that Mr. Steven? Okay.
Okay, yes, this morning.
Yes.
When
Good
I'm
afternoon.
looking, when I'm looking into his guys, I make his attention close to me. You
Okay.
understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Okay. So among the two of you, who blink his eye first?
I'm the one who's doing my eye first.
Okay. 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 That's great. Okay. That's great. Okay. Okay. So what I'm trying to let us know here is that you need to know, ensure that is a very good posture when you can look straight to somebody's eye. Try as much as possible to be able to look straight to people's eye. It breaks their confidence. Please just look at, imagine I am presenting to somebody and I'm doing like this. You see, Lavena Vida is a campaign that helps people to generate capital for their personal project. What do you think the person will say? The person will feel that this person does not have confidence in what he or she is saying. What if imagine you have a child, the child did something and you beat the child, and the child looked at you like this. You move the eye, he still brought his eye back again and was looking at you. What do you think will happen? In short, so some people will just say, winch, right? Get out from this place. If the person is not even going, you leave the person. Why? Because that child was able to defeat you by just only looking at you. You get confused. So once you are closing down somebody, please try as much as possible to look at their eyes very well. I hope I'm communicating. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. We are going to see where we use it now. Okay, so if you have a group of persons you want to close down, you have to check their percentage. If I have like 5 persons on ground, the person I will say want to go for, the person I will choose for mastermind will be one out of the 5. Why? To create competition. To create competition. If they are like 20, I will say the mastermind said I should select just 2 or 3. Why? So that there will be great competition. People don't sign up because of priority. What do I mean by priority? That means maybe that is what they need to do with the money. Okay, look at it. All of us that got signed up, is it that we don't have anything to do with our money before we got signed up? We had something to do. Some of us even kept that money for something that we know that is very important. But when this business came, the way they presented it, you now like to say, Kai, if I'm able to sign up today, maybe in the next 1 year, all this small problem, it will disappear. I will start making money. You will not carry money that you kept for something else to do the business. Why? That's to tell you that people don't sign up because of priority. They sign up because of curiosity. They are curious. So I will become a millionaire. So I will become a thousandaire. So this school fees that has been problem to my children, time will come, I will be paying those school fees. Oh, my dream of going to stay in Abuja. Now I can now go and stay in Abuja. That is the mindset. So if you don't keep their curiosity high, you will not have any sign up. Please take note of this. You need to make sure that their curiosity is high. Then you cannot penetrate. So if I'm closing maybe 5 persons, I will say how many? 1, right? We'll go for the mastermind. I might not say 2, we'll go for the global leaders. Then the rest will go for emerging leaders. So that it will create competition. So let me share my other slide. Let me share the other slide so that we will understand this. Please take note because I will call somebody to come and do the close down so that I will watch and see whether you really learned. Okay. So after I finish presentation, I will say, okay, we have 3 categories. We have 3 categories of engagement. Sorry. Just a minute, please. Okay. So I will say we have 3 levels of engagement in this business. Number 1 is mastermind mentorship, and we have the global leaders mentorship, and we have the emerging leaders mentorship. If you go for mastermind mentorship, if the mastermind mentor you, you tell them who the mastermind is, just small. The mastermind are people that know the business very well, and if they mentor you, if they teach you this business, you will make at least 3 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. Sometimes I go down and tell them it's within 6 months to 1 year. I did not say tomorrow. I did not say one month time. Oh, please, let's be careful about this too. Some of us, when we close down falsely. That's why we usually have problem. We tell the people, if you just pay money now, you don't need to do anything. In the next in the next 1 month, you make the money back, and they will just pay the money. You tell them to come and attend IPO, they will not come. You tell them to come and attend this one, they will not come. Please, let's be careful about this so that they will not give them false hope. Because those are things that causes attrition. You find that people are running away from the business because they feel you told them lies from the beginning. Okay? So you tell them the truth. You tell them mastermind are people that know the business very well. If they mentor you, you can make at least 3 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. Within 6 months to 1 year. Then if a global leader mentor you, can make 2 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. And then if an emerging leader mentor you, you can make 1 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. Then you pause a little. Most times I do this sign. Which one do you prefer? Ask them this question. Which one do you prefer? Normally, many of them will say mastermind. But even though they don't even say anything, because somebody will be looking at themselves like this, just say, I know all of you will go for mastermind. I hope you get this. Let me go back again. I want you to get this in details because at the end, all of us, we are going to break ourselves into group and then we'll come back and then present. Let me hear. Okay? So you tell them mastermind, you can get 3 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. Global leader, you can make at least 2 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. And then emerging leader, if they mentor you, you can make cumulatively 1 million naira within 6 months to 1 year. So which one will you prefer? If you're asked to choose, which one will you prefer? The person will say, most of them will say mastermind. If they did not say mastermind, you can just go and say, I know all of you. Nothing do can cause about mastermind. Okay, so you can tell them that one. Then when they now indicated that it's mastermind, it's okay. But I have a good news and I have a bad news. You can make that statement. I have a good news and I have a bad news. Which one will I start with? Some will tell you, start with good news, start with bad news, you know the one you want to start with. It's okay, let me start with the bad news. The bad news is not all of you here we can go for the mastermind. But the good news is that only one person will be going for the mastermind. Remember, I'm not the mastermind, though. I have the mastermind. I'm only instructed to come and select the mastermind. I hope you get this very well. You see, you heard what I just said. I said, after talking about the mastermind, I asked them questions. I say, what? Okay, who can even remind me? After you explain mastermind, global leader, and emerging leader, what is the next question? Who can answer? Good afternoon.
The next question is that which one would you like to go for? After you have explained mastermind, and imagine that, then you ask them which one would they prefer to go for?
Yeah, which one would you prefer to go for? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that means you are following. Okay. You tell them, so which one will you prefer? Some of them will not talk. Why some of them, when they talk, you say, okay, I know all of you will go for mastermind, but I have a good news and I have a bad news. They say, okay, which one will I start with? They tell you, I start with the good news, start with the bad news. You know which one you want to start with. You tell them, okay, the bad news is that not all of you can go for the mastermind. Sometimes I go ahead to explain more by telling them, you see, the mastermind, they are not much. So imagine one person trying to train like 200 persons. I hope you know it's not easy. They will tell me, yeah, it's not easy. I said, okay. That is why the mastermind said we should also let only one person. But the good news is that we are going to get one person from you, from all of you here. That means you have created curiosity now. They are not curious. Who will be that person? Maybe I will be the one. How will they select? Then you now tell them, I'm going to count 2. The first one person that will raise his hand up will be under the mastermind slot. I want to let you know that I know when you start presenting from the beginning, sometimes from the first time you started presenting, your voice might be up, the energy will be up, but once you are getting close to the end, you discover that your energy becomes low. Please, when you are in your close down, that is when your mental, that is when your energy is supposed to be very high. Try as much as possible to make sure your energy is very high. That is why before you start presenting, you should have at least your bottle of water, or you have your Coke, any of the drinks. Just have any of the drinks, whether Coke or anything, just close to you, so that by that time you need to take some so that you have energy, because you need to use your voice very well. Some of us don't use our voices. That is why we don't have sign up. So when you now tell them, I'm going to count 2, the first one person will be under the mastermind slot. Some of them will now say, like that. Say yes, this is serious. Now you not tell the person, you not tell them, okay, we have an offer for you. We have an offer of a lifetime for that one lucky person, that will be going for the mastermind slot. One of the offers is that you can get your product that worth over 70,000 naira. You can also get the personalized website that worth over 300,000. That means, what I mean is that you are going to get where you put your username and password, and you can sign in. Okay, and you can also get the world-class mentorship that worth over 300,000, but for just that one person. Hope you are following. You just saying for that one person alone, their mind will be up again. Okay, we still have other advantages. We have the quick starter guide. We have the unfair advantage. Sometimes I go ahead to explain what to mean by unfair advantage by telling them the unfair advantage. That means you as the mastermind, once you are lucky, you enter the mastermind slot. Those people that will be going under the global leader, the imaginer, will be placed behind you. That means you have not connected any person, but you've started making money. The curiosity is higher. So I'm going to count 2. The first one person that will be under the mastermind slot will raise his hand up, will be under the mastermind slot. So are you set? Some of them will just be, they will think, some of them might even think you are still playing. So this is where you need speed. You need energy, great energy. In short, if you don't, this is when you can even sip that Coke you have, that Fanta, that drink you have, sip it first so that you have energy. So you can now start. Okay. You want to go for the mastermind. So normally you ask this question. You want to go for the mastermind, and you really like the business. You want to go for the mastermind. You want to make, okay, hear the line. You know you like the business. See the statement. I know, okay, you know you like the business. I know you want to do the business. And you want to have your wellness and health product that worth over 70,000 naira. You want to also get a digital tracking center that worth over 300,000 naira. You want to also get the world-class mentorship that worth over 300,000 naira. You want to also get the Kickstarter guide, the unfair advantage. That means somebody else will be placed behind you and you start making money. You want to also get the Lavender healthcare plan. That means the healthcare I just talked about earlier. And you want to also get the Ego Block housing project, which I explained earlier. And I'm going to count to the first one person to raise his hand. Oh, be under the mastermind slot. 1, 2. Did you hear that? Use your energy. Do you know, in short, why you shout? Even though somebody is sleeping, the person will wake up and raise up his hands. If you have not noticed anything like that before, you even see that even your secretary that is about to select, his hand is even up and is laughing. You don't know when his hand is up. In short, what we want to do is to make sure that their hand is up. They will even sign up, pay their money, everything, before they will even know that they even raise up their hand because of the shout. Please, your voice, this is where you need to use your voice. Let me start again. I know you like the business, you want to do the business, you want to get the wellness and the health and wellness product that worth over 7,000 naira. You want to also get the world-class digital tracking center that worth over 300,000 naira. You want to also get the world-class mentorship. That means if you do not get this mastermind slot today, you go and pay 300,000 naira again to the mastermind and get mentor. But if for that one person you are getting it for free. You want to also get the quick starter guide. You want to get the unfair advantages. I'm going to count 2. The first one person to raise hand will be under the master slot. 1, 2. I hope we are getting value. The aim here is to still raise their curiosity. In short, you cannot select through shouting 1, 2. That is the truth about it. Because many persons, even though you discover that 2 persons raise up hand, and you know that somebody raised up his hand before, don't say, this person. No. In this first shout, nobody should even win it. Are we together? In this first shout I shouted, nobody should even win it. Even when you know that this person rose up his hand first before this other person, don't even say, okay, you see, take. No. Because the idea here is not about them registering, it's about the money. But you are taking their mind off money, because one thing with human being, once you put money in front, they will feel somehow. In short, they will not even want to sign up again. So we are even keeping the money thing at one side. Hope we are together. Then you can now start again. Maybe this place, your posture should be okay. By the time I shout, okay, who took the first? Who did this? That is the interaction at that particular time. Are you the? I don't know that you are smart like this. So you are smart like this, so you can even raise up your hand. So people are serious here. You just feel the atmosphere with those kind of talk first. Then you now start. It's okay. How will I start now? This one now that I want to take you unaware. I always ask that question. How do I start now? This one I want to take you unaware before. But now I can no longer take you unaware again because you're already aware. So how do we do this one? Some people will start telling you, write paper so that you will pick paper. Some people will tell you, just choose. Don't ever choose. Don't ever write papers. Sometimes I tell them, I will not choose. I cannot choose somebody. No, imagine I choose you now. Tomorrow now you will not see that this person is making money. You are not making money. What will I, you are not making good amount of money. You will not be telling me that I was one that no, this is about your destiny. You are going to make a decision by yourself. I use that to cover up. Then the final stage. Remember, I said you want to select at least 5 people and above, or let me say 4, 5 persons and above. That is when you use this method. If there are only 2 of them, please don't use this method. Are we together? If there are 5, and in the course of the presentation, you discover that only 2 persons are even serious, the others are just waiting for the time to just finish so that they will go home. Don't use this method. Because those people that are not really interested, they've shown you already, so they will not even raise up their hand, and to make it look somehow. But for those persons that maybe they showed interest, hey, you can use this method. I hope we are together. Okay, so far so good. I think we'll still be running up. Can I have somebody to just somebody that will just come and just close down to this level? Let me see. Starting from mastermind slot, emerging leaders, global leaders. Okay. You can hold the phone for him, and then face the camera to him. Let me just see how he's doing it. Let him close everybody down. Let me see. Aha. But if the camera is far from him, you will not. I will not hear his voice. Even though it's his face and then the audience. Okay, you can start, sir. It's like you're far from him. I can't hear his voice.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you can hear him clearly now, right?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear him better? Like
Yes.
it's because of the Bluetooth. Go ahead.
Okay. Before I go ahead and do my selections, I have to explain the three categories. The masterminds are those that are top leaders in this business, and they are just few. If you are in mastermind, at least in your one 6 months, to 1 year, you make nothing less than 1 million naira. And come to the global leaders. Global leaders are also top leaders in the business, but not like mastermind. And if you secure the slot of the global leaders, in your first 6 months to 1 year, you make nothing less than 500,000 naira. And the global leaders are also a leaders, but not like successful as masterminds and global leaders. And if you secure the slot of the emerging leaders, in your first 6 months to 1 year, you make nothing less than 300,000 or 400,000. And yes, before I go ahead and do my selection, if you seek this business, you like it, you want to be a part of those beneficiaries, I want to see your hands up. Yes. Okay, that means there is need of selections. Yes. And how will I do my selections? I'm not saying just because sisters sit down closer to me, I'm going to select you. No, I'm not like a government workers. You are going to select yourself by yourself. And
Just okay. Continue. It's not you that is operating it now, you forget. Now from inside.
okay. Yeah. Yes, if you want to secure the slot of the emerging leader, I'm going to count 2. The first 2 people to raise up their hands, the mastermind, the first 2 people to raise up their hands are going to fall under the mastermind. Are we ready now? Yes. I'm going to count 2. The first 2 people to raise up their hands are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. Yes. Now I'm about to start. I'm going to be very fast on it, so that if you need to be ready. If you see this business, you like it, you want to be a beneficiary, and you want to start in your 6. If you start this business under the mastermind, in your first 6 months to 1 year, you're going to make nothing less than 1 million naira. You are going to have your website, and your product will be given to you. After my count, the first 2 people to raise up their hands are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. Are we ready now? Are we ready? After my count of 2, the first 2 people to raise up their hands are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. 1, 2. Congratulations. It's not easy. It's not that easy. Congratulations. And it's for global leader now. If you see this business, you like it, you want to be a part of the beneficiary, you want to secure the slot of the global leaders. You want to.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, let him do that place again. I want it to be more faster. And then
Sir?
Let him do that place again. I want it to be more faster. That means the recap. Hey,
recap again.
And then remember, you are not selecting persons now. Are we together?
Yes.
Remember this first 1, 2 you said. You are not supposed to say you got it. Okay, you are going for the no. What you are doing here is that you shout so that people will raise up their hand, and then when they raise up their hand, you will not say, oh, okay, nah, this one I cannot use this one to select. You do the second one before, and that second one I've not told you what you are going to do here. So don't do this one again. Let me hear.
Okay. Yeah.
Well done, John.
I don't know. Maybe whether I can do only the mastermind.
Our battery is low. Okay. Go ahead quickly.
Yes. We are almost come to an end as I show you the 3 categories area. As I said, the 2 people that are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. This is the benefit.
Can you hear me?
This is the benefit. They stand a chance.
Hold on. Yes, sir.
Let him just do from this where the site is now. Don't need to explain those ones now.
You say you don't need to go back again. Just start from here.
As an orphan.
You just start from here.
Mastermind healthcare plans and wellness products that are worth about 70,000 naira, and also they have access to world-class digital tracking systems that are worth about 300,000 naira, quick starters guide, IPO, and offer advantages, possibilities, and La Buena Vida healthcare plan, as I said earlier, Ego Blog. That means you can be able to stand the chance of being a landlord in Abuja, in Lagos, in Ibadan, and Benue State. And also your luxurious great car. Yes, all these are attached to mastermind. After my count of 2, the first 3 persons to raise up their hands are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. I'm going to count. I'm very fast. That means you need to be at alert. So if you need all these things, if you want to benefit from all these, I'm going to count 2. The first one person to raise up their hands are going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. 1, 2.
Please clap for him. Clap for him.
Yes, clap for him.
Okay, so you are not going back yet. Don't let him not go back yet.
Hey, God. Wait. Hello, sir.
Okay, let him not go back yet.
Sorry, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
We are not using the so right now our system just went off. If that's okay, sir.
I don't get you.
Hello, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, our system just went off. Sorry for that. But we can continue with the phone, sir.
Okay, and let him come back. But can you all hear me? Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
You can off one of the audio. You can mute one of the device. Okay, can you hear me now?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Okay, you can hear now?
Yes.
We'll manage it like this. When you connect your own to the people, let's see. So, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. Can you hear now? Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so the challenge I have with him is that he is too slow. I want him to be very fast. I hope he can hear me. I want him to be very fast. Fast, like this is how you do it. Now you've seen the business and you like the business. Can you see my posture in my face? If you can see my face very well, see the way I'm. In short, you need to be serious now in your face. In short, you need to be more serious than ever before. You tell them, okay, you've seen the business and you like the business, you want to do it. You want to get your health and wellness product at what over 7,000 naira. You want to get the digital tracking center at what over 300,000 naira. You want to get the world-class mentorship that what over 300,000 naira. You want to also get the unfair advantage. That means people. When you follow the mastermind squad, people that go under the emerging leader, the global leader will be placed under you. There's an echo.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so all this outline, this recap, you must not say everything. What you just need to do is just to pick 1, 2, 3, then you count. So, but you have to be fast. What he did, he was breaking, but this one you have to be fast by saying, now I know you want to do the business, you want to get the 3 million naira within 6 months to 1 year, you want to get the health and wellness product that worth over 70,000 naira, you want to get the world-class digital tracking center that worth over 300,000 naira, you want to also get the world-class mentorship that worth over 300,000 naira for that lucky person. You want to also get the quick starter guide and also the unfair advantage. I'm going to count to the first one person to raise hand up, on the mastermind slot. 1, 2. Did you see that there's no break there, right?
Yes,
it makes
sir.
them serious. It's not something that I talked and then I reach one place. I say, okay, I'm going to count now. Yeah. Join it like let me hear. And then I call on that person to help to do also.
Let me hold it.
I'll not see this thing.
Guys,
The slide.
And just feel free. You must not see the slide. Just feel free.
just it's not all, just few of it, but with fast.
Yes. If you want to benefit from the healthcare plans, the housing projects, and the IPO, and if you want to stand the chance to benefit from the mentorship of the mastermind, if you want to receive your product that worth over your money, if you want to have your product and for that lucky person that are going to select, if you want to have the benefiting of the healthcare plans, as we said earlier, the lucky person that's going to raise up their hands after my count of 2 is going to fall under the categories of the mastermind. 1, 2.
Okay, please clap for him. Clap for him. It's right. It's right. But your 1, 2 is very low. I want you to shout so that people, even you'll be afraid. Okay. Imagine the way I shouted and I'm in my office. So imagine somebody maybe in the other office will be saying, what is happening in that office? So you need to use your voice. Okay. So who next? Who is next? I want like 2 more persons to just do that place alone. Let me see how better you can do it.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Can go ahead.
Okay. We come to the end of our presentation.
Continue.
We're in mastermind category. If you want to be under the mastermind and you like this business, you want to be under the mastermind, let me see your hand.
Yeah, we want it.
Okay. That means there is a selection. There is no way to select all of you because they give opportunity to select one. Because mastermind, they can't do with many people, just one person. So I know all of you get ready because I will count 1 to 2. The first person that will be under the mastermind, the first person that will raise his hand will be under the mastermind. So you saw this, you see this opportunity. I like it. What we did under the mastermind. What mastermind to mentor you. And mastermind have unfair advantage. If those didn't connect anybody, maybe they will use somebody to support you. They will use somebody to support you, and you hold your product worth over 70,000. You have housing project, land health plan, healthcare plan. And in order to be under the mastermind, I will count two. The first person that will raise his hand will be under the mastermind. What?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Please clap for him. Clap for him. Clap for him. Yes, you tried. Okay, is there a lady in the house?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mary.
Yes.
Come on.
Mary
can come over.
All right. Okay, we are come to the end of our meeting for the day. Now I'm going to do my selection. But I want to ask a question. You know, there is no point selecting when anybody is interested. If you see the opportunity, you like it and you want to be a part of it. Can I see your hand up? All right, that means I need to do selection. But there is good news and bad news. Which one will I start from?
Bad news.
Right. The bad news is that not all will be selected under the mastermind category because masterminds are very few. They cannot do it with anybody. No, I'm not a mastermind. I'm just asked to select those that the mastermind are going to work with. So I'm going to select only one person for the mastermind. That is the good news. The good news is that I'm going to select one person for the mastermind category. And before I go ahead, let me explain to you what is this category of engagement all about. We have the mastermind, the global leader, and the emerging leaders. Masterminds are those that are successful in the business already. And if masterminds will mentor you in this business, in your period of first 6 months to 1 year, you should be able to make at least 3 million naira in this business. All right. Then global leader, they are also leaders. If global leaders will mentor you in this business, at least in the period of first 6 months to 1 year, you should be able to make at least 2 million naira. And that means if you do what they have shown you, and the emerging leader, of which I don't even want to talk much about. Now, if emerging leaders should mentor you in this business, in your period of first 6 months to 1 year, you should be able to make at least 1 million naira. All right. Now, I want to give you briefly about the recap of my offer. Now, if you want to be selected under the mastermind category, that means you want to have the benefit of the healthcare we talked about earlier, the housing project by the e-ego block. You want to your product to be given to you that worth over 70,000 naira. You will receive also your personalized website. That means your username, your password will be given onto you, and you can access your money even without seeing any of the dealers. All right. Now you also have access to what we call the unfair advantage. That means if you are selected under the mastermind, you will have a chance to benefit even before connecting anybody. That means somebody will be used to support you. All right. You have access to a millionaire school or the mastermind mentorship worth over 300 naira, what is going to be given for you as free for those that are going to go under the mastermind. We have peace seller guide or IPO for those that are going to be selected right now under the mastermind. All these advantages are attached to the mastermind category. Now I'm going to do my selection quickly. Now, if you see this opportunity, you love it, you want to be a part of it, and you want to secure the mastermind category. That means you want all these benefits I have just listed to be what attached to you after the count of 2. After the count of 2, the first one person that will raise his or her hand or will be selected under the mastermind category. 1, 2.
Okay, please clap for her.
So we can't hear you.
Okay, you cannot hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, that's good, Miss Mary. But I want you to, in this last part, you really did perfect, but I want on this last part, you are going to outline all those things, and then because you were not, you broke, there was a place you had some break before you shouted 1, 2, and your 1, 2 was not loud enough. I want to hear one loud 1, 2 that will even make me stand up from my seat here.
No.
Seriously, I want to hear that one that will make me to come and sign up again.
Okay.
So you just outline them and then you should count 1, 2.
Okay.
Apply them. It's all. can go on.
All right, now we are going to do our selection right away. Now we have 3 categories of engagement.
No, just start
Now we have
from
mastermind,
just start from the
global
1, 2.
This one too.
This one too, right?
Outline. Just outline and then start 1, 2.
Now, right, sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, now if you see the opportunity, you love it, you want to be a part of it, and you want to secure the mastermind category. After the count of 2, the first one person to raise his or her hand up should counted among selected under the mastermind category. 1, 2. What is
Now your 1, 2 is epileptic.
Okay, let me do it again,
And
sir.
again, okay, look, listen to what okay, let me outline it again so that you hear. I want to outline it now so that you hear. See what I'm going to do. I said, okay, you've seen the business and you like the business, you want to do the business, you want to go under the mastermind mentorship, you want to get at least your 3 million naira within 6 months to 1 year, you want to get the healthcare and wellness program worth over 70,000 naira, you want to also get the word tracking center that worth over 300,000 naira, you want to also get the quick starter guide, which I explained earlier, you want to also get what we call the unfair advantage. I'm going to count to the first one person that will raise hand up going on the mastermind slot. 1, 2.
The recap, I don't have it here. I don't have the recap in my head.
No, you can't say this one now.
Just say now the 1, 2. Okay.
Okay.
Now the 1, 2.
No, you didn't.
That 1, 2 I need.
Now that 1, 2 you need.
Okay.
1, 2. When Marabadi hear your voice.
All right, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes,
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
All right, if you see this opportunity, you love it, you want to be a part of it, and you want to secure the mastermind category. That means you want to receive your product worth over your 70,000 naira. You want to receive the mastermind mentorship worth over 300,000 naira. You want to also have access to a quick starter guide and IPO section with the mastermind. You want to have what we call the unfair advantage. Now I'm going to count 2. The first one person that will raise up his hand will be selected under the mastermind category. 1, 2. You are right.
Okay. You're fine now. You're fine. Okay. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, so we'll be running up now. So when you shout 1, 2 here, are you all listening to me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when you shout 1, 2 here, the aim here is just to increase their curiosity. It's not for them. It's not for you to pick. You cannot pick from here. In short, once you shout like that, many people raise up their hand consciously and unconsciously. But when they raise up their hand, the only thing you need to do is just to smile and then laugh. So even you to that means I need to this one will not work again. Oh, so that means I need to this one will not work again. Then you now tell them, okay, what we are going to do, we are going to select. It's like we're going to select the men from the boys, or we'll select the girls from the ladies. I hope you understand, the girls from the ladies. You just tell them that. I hope you understand that. Okay, so please listen to them. You tell them, reinforce it very well. Listen to me carefully before you raise up your hand, because I'm going to be saying something. Please listen to me carefully before you raise up your hand. Okay, then see what I will not do again. I will not start again. I will not say, okay, you've seen the business and you like the business. You want to do the business. You want to go for the mastermind mentorship. You want to get all those benefits I just mentioned, including the world-class mentorship that worth over 300,000 naira, the health, the wellness product that worth over 70,000 naira, the quick starter guide, the IPO, the unfair advantage, and you have your money right now. You have your money right now, either cash or transfer. You have your money right now, either cash or transfer. I'm going to count 2. The first one person that raised his hand, oh, be under the mastermind slot. 1, 2. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
I was slow a little. But when I reach that money place, I reinforced it very, very well. I told them, you have your money right now, either cash or transfer. Kana they couldn't kasa yenzu, go a handle, go a bank yenzu, that is transfer. Kana they couldn't yenzu, then kriga bill. When they said that handle, she said she got none. 1, 2, kana they couldn't yenzu. I will still be talking that one. Do you have? I hope you have your money. Okay, 1, 1. Okay, you come here. Congratulations. I will start clapping for you. I will start talking. Hey, congratulations. Please clap for him. If you are not jealous, clap for him. I hope you have your money. Sometimes some people will come up stage, they will not have their money there, but because of the way you did it, they don't know when they came out and they rose up their hand. So what you need to do before you push them to somebody that will collect their money, tell them there, you have your money right now, right? You have your money. Sometimes we even crack the say, I hope you hear Canada they couldn't go, or should I speak your language so that you understand? You have your money right now. If you don't have it, let me give it to somebody else. Ensure that person, he must look for that money anywhere the money is. Some of them that they know that they don't have the money, they will tell you, I don't have the money. But somebody else will stand up because you've created curiosity. You've created an atmosphere of curiosity. So when you tell them, okay, congratulations, clap for the person. Be excited. Let everybody that is around be excited for the person. Then what will now happen as the person is going? Please meet this person to take care of you. As you go with that person, make sure you carry the person to a different place. Don't collect the money inside there. Because if that person starts saying, I do not have money, it will become everything. I don't have money everywhere. If the person, even though the person does not have the money to pay and the person is already out of the hall, other people will think the person has paid his money. They will want to even go for global leaders. They want to even go for emerging leaders. Or they want to even pay their money. You hear somebody telling you, this one that you only choose one person. Me, if I have the money and I want to go for the mastermind, so it's not possible again. You cannot tell the person, okay, what will happen is I'm going to speak with the mastermind. Anything the mastermind tells me, that's all. But just pay your money first. If he said you can go for the mastermind, fine. If he say you cannot go, then we'll put you for the global leaders. I hope we are together.
Yes, sir.
So what do you not do? Ensure that person that is attending to that person, what you need to do, the first thing you need to do is to collect the money first before filling the form. Ask the person there, so are you paying cash or transfer? See the companies account here, you can make transfer. Is it cash? You have the money cash or you're making transfer? That is the question, not that that can be you. No. Or not that when do you want to pay? It has already been said that he wants to pay. That's why he stood up. Now, what you need to do is just to collect the money by asking the person, are you paying cash or transfer? That is even the question you ask. Are you paying cash or transfer? How many accounts are you going for? Those are the only questions that you need to ask that person. How many accounts are you going for? Are you paying cash or transfer? See the company's account here. You can make transfer to the company's account, or this is if you don't have this, you can. If you don't have a US mobile app, we can give you a separate account number that you can make your payment to. So which one do you want to go for? Confirm that first. When you confirm that, you discover that the person will not tell, okay, I want to make transfer. When the person has made transfer, or the person has paid his money, or you guide him to be filling the form. At least that time he will not come and tell you, I don't have money. Even though you hear somebody saying, I did not say you should come with money, so I do not have money. That one, it does not concern you again because the money is already in your hand. I hope we are together. Don't make the mistake of filling forms. After filling forms finish. So the only time I will fill form is when I know that nobody, if I just understand that nobody there has the money to pay, I might give you the form and then make sure you go for emerging leader or global leaders. I hope we've gotten this right. Okay, we'll try this last part for me. Just what you need to just say is, you've seen the business, you like the business, you want to do the business, you want to go for the mastermind mentorship, you want to get the world-class tracking system that worth about 300,000. You want to also get the unfair advantage. You want to also get the Labona Vida healthcare plan, and you have your money right now. You have your money. Canada couldn't either cash or transfer. Canada couldn't either cash or transfer. I will count two. The first one person that raises hand will be on the mastermind. 1, 2. Then the person go, oh, correlation. Yes, okay, Chine, correlation. Take. Okay, let me see somebody that will try that now. Here is Mr. Jerome. It's already out. Okay, that's good. That's good. Well done, sir.
Come to the end of our program, and we're about to do the selection. Before any other thing that we need to do, I want to ask a question. If you see this business, you like this business, and you want to become part of this opportunity, and really that you want to benefit from this business, I want to see your hand up. Okay, that means there will be selection. I have a good news and a bad news.
You know, go that place again. Mastermind, direct, and selection.
Okay.
Okay, just do this last part, sir.
Okay.
I just do the last part for me.
If you want to become part of this opportunity and want to see if you like it and want to fall under the mastermind, as I told you before, that the mastermind are people who have succeeded in the business, they have made it, and they are going to mentor you into the business that you are going to succeed. From 6 to 1 year, you will start getting about 1 million naira in your bank account. And by the grace of God, if you continue with this business, when you sign up, as you continue to build your business, you're going to get a training by the mastermind. And as you have been told, by the grace of God, you're going to get the product worth 70,000 naira. You're going to earn about your own quick seller guide, and then other things that you benefit from the Ego Blocks, have access of landlord in Abuja, Lagos, or Benue, or Ibadan. And if you want to become part of this opportunity and you like it and you want to be part of it, I'm going to select only one person by the count of 2. And by the grace of God, if you like it and you want to become part of it and you want to succeed in this business, 1, 2.
Well done, sir. Yes, you tried very well. I don't know that you can do it like this. So seriously, yeah, a good presenter. That's great. Okay. So what I want you to do now is this last part that you just collect the money. What you need to do is just to tell them everything. And then you say you have your money right now. You have your money right now. You want to pay either cash or transfer. I'm going to count 2. The first one person to raise up his hand will be on them. 1, 2. Then you start clapping for the person. Correlation. So do that, please, for me, sir. Let me get it.
All right, please. Do that, please. All right. If you want to be part of this business, to have access to this business, and you have money right now with you, because mastermind work with people who are smart, who are going to be serious, and they're going to succeed in life, and you have money now instantly to pay about mastermind, you'll be slumped into the mastermind. I want to count 1, 2.
Okay, that's good. Well done, sir. Well done. Okay, that is great. The assignment, I know by tomorrow we'll do it better.
Okay.
I know by tomorrow we're going to do it better. At least by tomorrow now you can make sure all those things are in your head. That means the health and wellness product that was 70,000 naira, the world-class mentorship. You can put those ones in your head by tomorrow. Okay, so let's work on that. Okay, so now if this one now is for group, right? That means you have a group of persons. It's Comfort, how many minutes do I have more?
How many minutes?
How many minutes do I have more?
As much as you want, sir.
Okay, though I'll soon be running up now. Okay, so at least in the next 10-15 minutes, we should be down. We should be up. We should be done with everything. Okay, that's great. So let's continue. So this one now is for a group of persons. It's for a group of persons. But what if they are not like 1 or 2 and they are serious? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
So if they are now 1 or 2 Or maybe you discover that inside just 2 persons, because it's very difficult for you to create curiosity like that in just 2 persons seated. Because the other will be looking at this one and say, Kaba one, just give this person the slot. So you don't need to do 1 or 2 and 2. What you need to do, you need to work with the next step, which is step to close 1 person. What I do is that if there are 3 of them, and I know 3 of them are very, very curious, they want to do the business, I might do 1, 2, because the 3 of them will compete. But if I discover that it's not all of them that will be serious, maybe 1 person, then I do a close down direct with that person. And before you know, all that persons we now also see it very, very important. They will say, me too, I want to do. How do I do it? During your presentation, make sure you maintain eye contact, 1. Make sure you at least you know their names, especially if they are not much. Even though they are much, they are like 20 in the room, 30, 50 in the room. Try and make sure you know at least 1 or 2, 3 persons. So what I do is that when I'm presenting, I know, in short, I will start creating relationship on the person I know. Maybe this person can pay his money, even though others will not pay. Because of that relationship I've created already, the person might want to pay. So you make sure that you create that by knowing at least 1 or 2 of their names. So if I want to do it now, for just 1 person, I said, okay, we have the mastermind slot, we have the global leaders mentorship, we have the emerging leader mentorship. The mastermind mentorship, if they mentor you, you can get, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Okay, it's like it's raining here. Let me just close the window.
It's raining there.
Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, I think it's better now. So what you need to do here is that 1 person that you feel this person can register or this person is interested, approach that person. After you must have talked about the mastermind, the global leaders, and the benefit of being a mastermind. Then you now walk up to that person and say, okay, Mr. Philip, what did you like best in everything you saw? Remember that question? The question we asked, what did you like best? Don't play with that question. What did you like best? Did it make sense to you? Ask that question. What did you like best in everything you saw? The person will tell you, I like everything. In short, that money, I really need the money. Say, yes. Many of us, then you start building on it. Many of us join the business because of the money, because we are really tired of the poverty level we were. And that was why many of us today, we took that decision. And today, by God's grace, God has helped us. Okay? Then you now ask the person this question now. Based on what you have just seen, if you are to get started with this company on a part-time basis, approximately how much would you need to earn per month in order to make this worth your time? In a short form, Mr. Philip, you have in everything you've seen today, how much do you think if you make every month will worth your time? Make them make a decisions. Now you are taking their mind off money thing. So how much do you think if you make in a month, you will say it's okay for you? The person will say, some people will say, I can make, if I make plenty money, no problem. I short plenty money, any money. That depends. No, not any money. Oh. You need to sometimes, like yesterday, I told somebody, I said, so you mean if they tell you to come and sell granite on your head now, you will sell? The man say, how will he sell? Yes, because How much will you make? It's not more than 200, 500 naira in a day. So you need business that will be making. So how much do you think if you make in this business, at least you will say, "Kai, this one worth my time in a month." Depends. At least in a month, if I make 200,000 naira, so okay, that's great. Please look at my posture. In this place, you need a lot of posture. If not, you will not be able to sign up anybody here. You need a lot of posture. By telling, okay, okay, that's okay, it's okay. Mr. Philip, approximately how many hours will you commit each week to develop that kind of income? How many hours do you think you can commit every day, at least to be able to make this kind of income? To be able to make 200, you can even call the amount. Since he said 200, so you build on what he said. So how many hours do you think you'll be able to commit yourself, at least within every day, for you to be able to make at least 200,000 in a month? You can talk to him. Okay, please, I want you to be sincere. Depends. At least I can make 1 hour. I can create 1 hour. 1 hour. Please make sure you make it very real. 1 hour. Wow, that's great. That's good. That means we can work together. We can work together. Okay. Then the third one. Okay, how many months would you work those kind of hours in order to develop that kind of income? You can tell the how many months do you think if you can work to be able to develop this kind of income that you can be making 200,000 naira every month? But say at least from now to 6 months time. 6 months time. Wow, that's great. From now to 6 months time. Okay. Then you now tell the person finally, Mr. Philip, this is the last question for you, and let me see if we can work together. If I will show you, please work on all those information he gave you. First time was 200,000. Second time he said 1 hour. Third time he said for 6 months. So work with those information. Mr. Philip, if I could show you on how at least you'll be able to make 200,000 naira monthly, we just put in 2 hours of your time daily to commit 2 hours of your time daily for at least from now to about 6 months time for you to be making that 200,000. Would you want to guess? Are you ready to get started now? Or do you want to start working with me now? Or would you want to work with me now? What do you think will be the answer? Please go to the chat handle and type it for me. What do you think will be the answer? Or you can say it. Yes, yes. The person will tell you yes. Most of them will tell you yes, yes. You sure most of the time they will tell you yes, because nobody that does not like money. So once you just call me, sure they will tell you yes. And the next thing I take an interest form.
Pide house.
When the person feel everything, they tell the person, okay, mastermind slot, you are paying now. So are you paying in cash or transfer? Sometimes some people will pay immediately. Why some people start thinking, but I don't have the money for mastermind. You don't have the money. Okay, if you don't have the money to pay now, that means you cannot go for the mastermind, but you can go for the global leaders. Global leaders, at least you can pay 10,000 naira for just to commit to submit to secure your slot. Then imagine leader, you pay any amount of money to just to tell me that you are serious. Most of them will commit. And once they commit, you even do as if you don't even see the rest people. Just focus on this person. The rest will be looking at you. Just like that. The next thing, some of them will even tell you, okay, you only just choose this person. What of us? Okay, so you are interested too. Okay, sorry, I never knew that you are interested now. Okay, please bring the form for this person. You will close down that person too. Okay, so I hope you got value. I hope you got value. So what we are going to do, I will stop here so that we can digest this against tomorrow. At least by tomorrow we can perfect it. I'm going to stop here so that we can perfect it by tomorrow. But I want to take at least some questions. If you have questions, let me hear your questions now. at least in the next 5-10 minutes. Anybody with question?
Hello, can you hear me, sir? This is Mr. Abdrazak.
Okay.
Okay. My question goes like this. In a close down, yes, to close down a prospect, I have a problem with this type of this closer. Instead of me, sometimes to project and expect, but I will just project. I'll just say, no, they didn't have money. They didn't have money. So how can I do it? That's my project. So yeah, I want you to guide me in this one. And another one is issue of this thing. Instead of us to ask for this, is not pushy, but we take pushy. We'll make sure that somebody pay part payment. We'll make sure, give us, okay, if you have 100 naira there or 200, give us. We are pushy like that. So I found a mistake there. So maybe you can guide us there again. That's my question.
Okay. Okay, now that's great. So one of the problem why many people project is because of ignorance. They don't know. They don't know. And it's a mindset thing. That means you need to work on yourself. It might be gradual. It might be gradual. Okay, but you need to work on it because without it, you cannot get results. So when I say mindset thing, just believe, okay, look at, if I want to change your mindset now, look at it now. That same person, if you bring road safety, maybe you bring an employment letter for that person for road safety, and you tell the person, please pay 50,000 naira now and you get this job. We didn't look for the money.
Yes.
We look for the money, right? That is to tell you that they have the money. Those kind of person, you think they don't have the money. You are seeing him as youth. You know that this one does not have money truly. He's in your youth fellowship or is in your, you go to the same mosques together. You know him very well. He comes to your house. You come and even eat garri most times and so on. You know that this person cannot pay. But still, that same person, if you offer that person a job in road safety, say you need 200,000 naira, before tomorrow evening, he will look for that money for you. How will he get it? That's to tell you that it is not about they don't have the money. It is about the value. They don't value what you are showing them. So you should not even just have like, okay, and what we are giving, is it not more than road safety job? How much do you think is their salary? The highest, their boss, highest. I'm not sure.
1 million or what?
Which 1 million? Nobody's getting up to 1 million. President Mohammed Buhari, President Mohammed Buhari, what I call it, salary is just 1.something million. His salary, and that is the political office that after 4 years, after 8 years, he will come down. None of them is collecting above 500,000. I'm not very sure. None of them. For this business, and before you get that 500, before you can be getting 500,000 every month, you must have worked in that road safety for more than 10 years. At least you are now at the top. So look at it. In this business now, if you are in this business, how many years will it be consistent for you to be making 500,000 every month? So do you see the mindset? Nobody should even tell you does not have money. If somebody tells you does not have money, you be angry with that person. In your spirit, you'll be angry. Why would you tell me you are angry? The only thing is because of the training you have here, we just calm down. So not even be thinking it that through this one does not have money, this one does not have time. This one maybe it's religious. It might not. That means you don't know the company you are representing. So one of the major steps is one, know the company you are representing. Know the kind of opportunity you are giving out. Know how valuable it is. So there's nobody you will show, and look at it. If this opportunity is valuable, if the company is valuable the way you look at it, who do you think will see this kind of thing that can pay him in millions in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, and will reject it? Who? Please, can you think of anybody like that? That you know that yes, if you join the business in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll be getting money in millions, and it's for life. Even when you die, the money can still be coming in. And you show somebody that kind of, and the person will tell you, which kind of excuse do you think the person will tell you, and you'll be there should be no excuse. So it's a mindset thing. But to help your mindset, one is to get good knowledge about the company you are presenting, and then go and study how to handle objections. If you're able to handle objections, all these are objections, they are coming in different forms. So if you're able to handle objections, you're okay. Just learn how to handle objections. Then look at it. For you to change your mindset, imagine this again. I hope you are married, Abi, Mr. Razak.
Yes. Yes.
Have you promised you've ever promised your wife something before and you not give her? How did she react?
She will react. If you go toss her sometimes, she will say, "Come on, leave me alone."
Okay. So imagine this. I want you to have that mindset that you promise your wife that if you come back home today, I will give you 5,000. And why you promise your wife is because you call a prospect and the prospect say, "I'm on my way coming." You say, if this one come, he's going to register. That matching bonus, 7,000. I will give my wife 5,000 inside. Have that kind of mindset. If you have that kind of mindset and the person mistakenly enter the hall, let me put it mistakenly, enter the hall and sat down and listen to everything, and then at the end, he won't tell you, say you don't get money, you go along go.
Push you.
If you allow that person, that means you have enough explanation at home. So if you have that kind of mindset, you discover that you don't need to even hear anything. Okay. In short, when the person is telling you that I don't have money, you know what to be ringing your mind. In your mind, you'll be telling this man, if you know what is good for you, I promised my wife already about the matching bonus. Just register and then save yourself all this stress and then let's go. For all this one, you are just saying now, you are just wasting my time and wasting everybody's time because you must register. You have even registered, I've even eaten the money. If you have that kind of mindset, you will discover that if somebody comes, you will not even be projecting. That is why, have you observed something that people who are having problems, family problems, before they join this business, or they join this business, they have some family pressing problem, pressing needs. They are the ones succeeding more than persons that still have something doing. Because if you have a pressing need, you know that if I don't connect persons in my house, no food. Though. My landlord, my house rent has expired, and any moment from now, the landlord will come and push us out. Nobody will come and give you objections that you just take that objections. You must, in short, if you book somebody, the person must come. If the person mistakenly enter, the person must pay. Even though it's to follow that person home, you will follow. So just have that mindset. It is going to help you. Just have that mindset that this one of financial freedom is key. And I have time. In the next 1 year, 2 years, I should be celebrated on that stage. So I should be touching some amount of money. So I will not play with anybody that ensure you must get value and must get registered. As far as you understand it, and you see the opportunity, you've already seen the opportunity is good and you know it is good. And then what is stopping you for registering now? Register and save yourself stress and my own stress so that we'll go. That is what should be in your mind. Okay. So if you have that mindset, so and the other question is sometimes you find yourself pushy.
Yes.
Yeah. We are all we are supposed to be professional. Now, we are professional marketers. Once you are in network marketing, You are in short, you are somebody that sells goods, but you are a professional one. So you need to do it professionally. It is when you are not doing it professionally, that is when it now sounds as if you are pushy. Okay. For instance, imagine somebody comes and the person, after closing the person down, I said the person, okay, what is there, Mr.
Smile.
Are we together?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I thought somebody said, Mr. Philip, what is there is since you said you don't have the full money to pay now, you cannot go for the mastermind slot. Because the mastermind slot are people that pay instantly, that pay now. But you have the chance of going for the global leaders. For the global leaders, you are going to pay 10,000 naira to secure a slot, minimum. When you pay 10,000 naira, nobody is going to disturb you. If you have small money, you can be paying small. But the good news is that we will start working with you immediately. And guess what? You might be surprised that in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 10 people will register under you. If they register with a minimum account, you'll be making like how much? 20,000 times 10, which is about 200,000. Even though me, I can borrow you money that time because I know you have more than 200,000 in your account. So I can even borrow you 80,000 to get started. But as of that time, you can go and borrow money. We will still give you 7 days from that day to go and look for the money. That one is convenient, right? So you can, can you go for the global leader slot? And the person will tell you, I don't have up to 10,000 in short in my pocket. I don't have, it's only my transport. Okay, no problem. See my posture. I did not tell you, okay, and you cannot go for mastermind. I go for global leaders now. Or if you cannot go for, you can go for pay any amount. That is pushy. But imagine from mastermind, I told the person, no problem. I explained global leaders. Very calm. After that one, the person said, I don't have money to secure. I said, okay, there's no problem about that, but you must have 10,000 before you secure this. For the emerging leader, you can pay any amount, just to tell me you are serious. And the person says, so the only money I have here is my transport. And nobody, if they told me now, I would have come. So most of the time I tell them, Mr. Philip, imagine they tell you that where you are going to today, you are going to pay 1,000 naira. Will you come? Please be honest. Most of them will say, I will not come. Some will even be saying, I will come, but I say, but how will you come? For something you don't know. Our aim here is for you to come and see it. Now that you have seen it, you've liked it. If you cannot go for mastermind, no problem. You can go for global leader or you go for emerging leaders. But any amount, even though it is, sometimes when you say any amount, some people are saying, when they look at you, they are saying that if I bring out 1,000, it's embarrassing. If I bring out 500, it's embarrassing. So that's when you cannot go down. Any amount, you can pay 5,000, but it's still part of the money. You can pay 1,000, you can pay 2,000, you can pay even 15 naira. You can secure yourself with 15 naira. But say, some of them will even tell you, so 15 naira. Okay, I have 100 naira here now, or I have 200 naira here. Some will sign up there. Why some will still tell you, I don't have any this in here.
Professional.
I will not just stop there. I will still tell you, okay, Mr. Philip, are you sure you like the business? Because it's not by force. It's not by force. It's for people that like. You can see some persons that came, they saw the business, they don't like it. They left. Nobody forced them. So it's not by force. But frankly speaking, if you cannot commit yourself, I will not take you serious. That will tell me that you are not interested. The person said, frankly speaking, I don't have my, I cannot bring out this question that I said from the first time. Mr. Philip, just be honest with me. Imagine where you came today, you now saw that after explanation, we now brought out a road safety form for you. And we ask you to pay 100,000 and get the employment letter, and you are starting work tomorrow immediately. Will you allow the opportunity to go, or will you go and look for money? Most of them will say what? I will look for money. Say, okay. what I am giving you now is a lifetime opportunity that is going to change, that is going to help you for life and even your family. So if you really want to do the business, in short, I would have even seen it in your face. Even me, I would have even borrowed you money. But now I cannot borrow you again. Can you see here some words I use? I can even borrow you money, but now I will not borrow you again because just look for a way. Before you know, most of them pay at that point. But if they did not pay at that point, allow them. If you allow them and you remove your emotions, you discover that some of them will go, just like somebody that did yesterday, I gave his testimony, they will go and pay later. Or some will come back tomorrow to come and prove to you that they like it. It's not that they don't have the money. So some of them, I will say, how much is your transport? My transport to my place is 200 naira. And you have 500 naira. Commit to 100 naira now. You see, I'm helping them to make decisions. Some of them will tell me, it's 200 naira. You see, it's only 200 naira I have. It's 200 naira. Can't you trek to your village? At least, so that even when you are a millionaire, you can tell somebody, the day I saw this opportunity, I have to pay money and I trekked to my village. It should be a testimony. Some of them will laugh. I might even tell them, okay, what is there? You can even carry bike from here. When you get to the village, you collect money and pay if you know you are interested. But if you do not commit anything, I cannot take you serious. I stand on that. Please take note of this. It is not that I'm pushing now. I'm being professional because I stand on everything I said. I did not say, okay, mastermind is, what will happen is that just pay 5,000, let me give you the mastermind. In my statement first, I said mastermind is for people that paid now and complete. Later on, I said, okay, for the global leaders, if you pay 10,000 naira, I give you the global leaders slot. And the person now say, I don't have this, but I want to go for global leader. You now later say, okay, no, I can pay. Let me don't bring 200 naira. Also, if you have 500 naira, pay 500. Let me give you the money. That one you are pushy. Follow. There's somebody I closed down last week. I told the person, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I told the person, you can only go if you want this mastermind slot, except you pay complete. The person does not have money now, but he can pay by tomorrow. I said, the mastermind is today. Oh. He said, he cannot say, I mean, he wants this mastermind. I saw how desperate he was. And then I told him, I said, okay, what is there is, please, not just because they just talk, you just attack them and start giving them, pause as if you are not even concerned about whether they go or they not go. The fact is that you don't need any of those persons to become a multi-millionaire. How many of us is because of our family member connected, we are now getting the money we are making today? Most of them will not even connect. So even they not connect, other people are there. So move yourself from that emotion. Okay. I now told the man, I said, okay, what is there is that you can only, the only help I can do for now. I said, let me see. Okay. The only help I can do for now is if you secure your slot, you have to secure your slot today with any amount. Either with the 10,000 you say you have. You secure a slot with 10,000 naira. But if you do not pay before 12 o'clock tomorrow, can you pay before 12 o'clock tomorrow? The person say, I can pay before 12. Let the person tell you the time. If the person tell you, tomorrow, don't worry, I can pay tomorrow. Even at least anything before even 2 o'clock, I can pay. You have gotten 1 point. You can tell the person, okay, let me see if I can help. The only thing is, if you can pay 10,000 today, I will take the global leader slot. And then are you sure that you can pay the remaining balance by tomorrow? Let me say 4 o'clock. The person said 2 o'clock, but me, I'm giving him 4 o'clock so that you have enough time. The person said, yes, I can pay the money. It's okay. If you are able to pay before 4 o'clock tomorrow, I will take you to the mastermind slot. But if you did not pay before 4 o'clock, then I will leave you at this global leader slot. Now, did I lose? No. The person was able to sign up that day. Nothing that, you can pay tomorrow, but no problem. It's my brother, it's my friend. Don't worry. When you go tomorrow, you pay the money. Don't worry, Oga. I know him very well. I know his father is my uncle's brother. All those kind of. Don't worry, just go. I will pay. He will give me the money to. Let the person commit. Do you know why we say people should commit? It's because so that we will know how serious they are. And on that thing again is that when you are calling them for reminder call for IPO, you have a base. You cannot tell somebody, okay, congratulations for taking the bold step. We want to tell you that we are proud of you for taking that bold step. Your next exposure will be why? Because the person took a bold step by registering with 15 naira. But if the person just go, you might not have that confidence to call the person. Sure, you call the person, you will not be sounding pushy as if you are trying, since you did not collect the money yesterday, you want to collect the money today. That's how you'll be sounding. Okay, I hope I'm able to attend to your question, sir.
Yes, sir. I really understand.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else with question before we round up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Mary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My question is that what if you present an opportunity to somebody and the person say he's not interested? The person just said like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Yes, if you are not interested, okay. Look at this question we asked. Okay, he said he's not interested. You can go back and ask him some questions. Like even, okay, you are not interested. Okay, that's no problem. But at least, let me just ask you one question here. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 meaning zero interest, or with 10 meaning that you are ready to get started, where are you? It will not sound as if you are trying to get his interest level. It's not interested level. The person tells you, I'm not interested. In short, let me say 2. That means it shows that the person is interested. Then you will now go, are we together? It's like I'm hearing some noise from background.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the person is giving you this answer, that is to tell you that the person is interested. Then you cannot even go far. Why you are asking this question is for you to take the person off his mind. Sure, some people it's because of the money they don't have. That's why they just say, I'm not interested, so that you don't bother them. But when you tell them from let me, okay, Mr. Philip, let me just get your not interested level. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning you have zero interest, why 10 meaning that you are ready to get started. Now, where are you? The person said, at least, I mean 2. That means the person I showed that is interested, even though it is 1. That's okay. How much do you think, based on what you have seen, how much do you think? I know that maybe the work you are doing, you are making a lot of money. But how much do you think if you make in this company in a year can actually at least make that and worth your time? You follow through all these questions. In short, do you know one thing I discovered? When there are sometimes people say some things, but they don't really know what they said. So you need to take their mind off. Don't argue with them. You see what you are doing now on a friend level. You tell them, okay, Mr. Listen, let's forget about the business. It's not about the business again. It's not about the business. Definitely we are friends now. We are friends. At least we've seen ourselves for the first time. Tell me your interest level. Then you not bring all those questions to take the person's mind off. Imagine the person tells you that he wants to make 100,000 in a month to do this. That means the person is interested on the money now. How many hours? The person tells you 1 hour. Before you know, you now say, okay, if I'm able to help you, Mr. Philip, to be able to get 100,000 naira in 1 month for just committing just only 1 hour of your time daily. At least from now to 1 year time. would you want to work with me? Most of them will say, yes, you've closed him down. He won't forget that he told you that he's not interested. Have you experienced any scenario where some persons tell you they don't have money? I don't have money. I don't know money. I don't even have any money. And by the time you finish closing down that person, the person pays 5,000. Where did he get 5,000 from? Just like the scenario I gave yesterday. He has forgotten that he said he does not have money. So most of the time, what they say is not what they really meant. Because you should rewire your mind to say, there is nobody that will see this opportunity and tell you he's not interested. Nobody. What is the person doing? If Obasanjo can be doing the business, he's interested in the business, then who are you? If you mean that if you think that you have a very big shop, you have this, what do Obasanjo have? Obasanjo have a town, and he's making a lot of money, making millions from MT, and he's still interested in the business. So all those ones are just objections. So, but what you need to do, take them off, tell them on a friend level, ask them all these questions, and then close them down. Hope you got value.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Gideon Abraham, I have one question.
Okay.
And my question is, as in a BOM, if you don't have much people, just have 3 people, that is when you close them one-on-one. Or what if they more than 5 people, 5 people? If you have 3 people, you do them one-on-one. What if they are 5 people?
What if they are what?
I said, if they are just 3 people, you can do them one-on-one, as you said. Yes. What if they are 5 in numbers? Can you count number on them to raise up their hands?
Yes. Even on 3, you can still count if you know their interest level. For instance,
okay.
If 3 of them are interested, they are following. That's why, please, if you are presenting, make sure that you are really presenting. You are not just showing up. Because some person will just feel I'm fine, just hitting the English at the end. Make sure you are relating. There are some sensitive questions we ask from beginning. You will know whether somebody is interested. For instance, maybe from I asked somebody, I said, please, maybe I'm trying to explain leverage. And I said, please, my friend, please help me with 5,000. And the friend said, I can only do transfer. That means the person has confirmed to you that he has money. That will tell you that at the end, when you are doing close down, the person should not even come and tell you does not have money. If you have 5,000 to just transfer, that means you can go for emerging leader if you cannot go for global leaders. So most of the time, as you are presenting, you are knowing their level, their interest level. If 3 of them are interested, do 1 to 3. If out of the 3, you know that 1 person is the one interested, do one-on-one.
Okay.
So yesterday, 3 of them, I did presentation in the office here. 3 of them were interested. But you know what? I did one-on-one. Why did I do one-on-one directly? Was because I discovered that the other 2, they are doing like friends. They have any small thing, they will talk to themselves. This one now, 2 of them is 1 in my eye. Because those kind of persons, by the time you want to select, this one might be interested, but this one will tell him, don't go, I don't have money. This one too will say, I don't have money. So I'm seeing them as 1. So I have to make sure I close on that person down. Hope you get it, right?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I think the last question.
And another one is the system of or the skill of close one-on-one. I didn't know it much, and I want to know more. I don't know how I can get it.
Okay, you can screenshot to have the script, or you just go to GoPro. Go on that Closedown, you'll see the script there. Master it.
Okay.
Yes. And frankly speaking, I want to talk to all the presenters here. Make sure, as I'm talking to you now, you might be surprised that you can present more than me. That is to show you that it is not that because I taught you presentation, that means I should be better than you. You can if you work on your skills. I remember a statement I learned from Architect Moses Onu, and I used it. It's not that he taught me himself, but I saw his video which he presented, and I got that message. I started using those words. And those words, it took me time for me to be able to use those words until I now mastered it. The words are, by the time I present, I think, okay, it's not about, it's okay, I just remember something now. When you have many persons, please don't take their questions, especially if your professional level is not very high. Make sure you don't take their questions. You know, some people might say, I have question. If I want to close that chapter, what I will say, okay, I know some of us might be having questions to ask, but I've spent a lot of time already. So I'm just thinking, if I could just select the persons I want to select first, so that those people that have time, that have questions, can wait for me, and then I'll answer that question. For those that don't have time, they cannot go and attend to anything that they want to attend to. What do you prefer? You throw the question to them. Most of them will tell you, oh, yeah, it's true. You've sold them already. You've told them that they have other things to do. So they will even forget of asking questions. But if they insist, no problem. But most of the time, they will tell you, okay, no problem, let's select, so that I will not come in with a question that I learned from Architect Moses Onu. I will not tell them, okay, please, if you have questions, make sure you don't go away with your questions. It's very important. Because whether you like it or not, if you do not register today, you are going to register tomorrow. You see that statement? If you do not register today,
Yes, sir.
you must register tomorrow. Before I mastered that skill, it wasn't small. In short, I have to, when I face somebody that day, I meet him, I said, the thing is, you need to ask a question. Because if you don't ask a question, whether you like it or not, if you don't register today, the person looked at me, why would you tell me this? I said, yes, now. It took me time for me to be able to look at his eyes. That's why I say, please learn that also, to look at people like when saying those things. But now I can say them now because I mastered it. I will not even further say, okay, what I mean is, if you not register today, tomorrow you will see somebody that is succeeding in the business and you want to register. So you choose to register anytime you want. If like you register next month or register next 20 years or 100 years, it's your own. But all I know is that you must register. But the good thing is that when you register on time now, you make more money. So which one would you prefer? So you have closed that chapter. So what it is that go and study the steps. Is there in GoPro? Read it, put it in your mind, try it and see. If you don't get it well, try it again. If you don't get it well, try it again. Before you know, you master it. Okay? I hope, Mr. Gideon, you got value here. Okay, that's great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm proud of you people, and I want to tell you that you are very lucky. Your leader is proactive. We are discussing some things we discussed some things in our meeting earlier, which I gave them one expo, and your leader has to go into action immediately. And many other leaders are also doing the same. The expo is that the company now wants to recognize people who are presenters. So that is to say you have upper hand. The company wants to recognize people who are presenters. So you will be having an ID card that will show that you are a presenter and also be recognized. So thank God that you are not learning it now. So that is to say that you don't have any problem too much because you must be celebrated. And then another thing again is in this home launch challenge, I told your leader, I said, the Maraba Odege team, I want you people to be the one that will win those challenges, the home launch challenge. All the money. I hope you know somebody from you won the phone I gave out. I will soon call him and give, and he will be celebrated. I'm proud of you people. So somebody from you. So I want somebody, I want all the money that will be given out on the home launch challenge that is going on now to be won by you people. And there's another good news that is coming out, though it has not been said anywhere. Dr. Mba is really planning for something great by next month. And I will not tell you details because it's supposed to be, how will I even call it? A secret. But he's planning on something big for the presenters starting from June. So you will see, the only thing you need to do is to make sure that you are a good presenter, and not just only you. Make sure you have your team members, maybe 1 or 2 persons under you that is also a presenter. Push that person to become a presenter. Okay? So we're going to call it a day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do have a lovely day. Okay?
I, Catechist Jerome Eya from Loco. I want to appreciate you very well. There are many things that I learned a lot of things here today in the presenting school today. We just hear that we should be patient with our people here because the mentality of our people here is so local. And by the grace of God, with this opportunity now, we have entered into a real university of learning things about the business and money.
Yes.
And I pray that God Almighty will continue to lead us through, and God will grant you more graces and wisdom to lead our team forward in our life. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it too. Thank you. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you people. Okay. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Miss Comfort.
Thank you so much. We are grateful. God bless you, sir.
Amen.
You did justice to most of the things we are having challenge. We thank you very, very much. We really appreciate. God bless
Thank
you.
you. Amen. Okay. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll see tomorrow again little.
Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.